What's up? What's up?
God damn.
Man, I kind of quit fucking
Did you
around
have
for a
some
minute.
extra shoes? You said.
Messing around for a minute. It's good to see y'all. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. On my laptop, that is. What's happening with that? Man, I'm finna talk about this bullshit that they keep on trying to act like is something brand new to the people. You know? Trying to get in my bed and get comfortable. We trying to act like get my cover. So, man, let's do it. Let's do it. So, man, the real thing is everybody come in and holler, say holla, holla, holla. I'm finna sit here, man, in my bed and talk to y'all for a minute, man, on this laptop. Where's my charger? Did I knock it on the floor? Let's make sure we got everything up here for the computer don't go down. This is what I think. Charging? We charging. We charging. So, man, I know everybody around the world has seen this here. 7 bodies were found in Oklahoma leaving a small town. This Jesse Mcfaden case. And this case, I guess, is just opening 3 days ago, but check this out. Y'all really think these I'm from Oklahoma, so there's a lot of little country towns around here full of these white folks like that. You know, they live out in the country. They doing their thing. You know, they live on 50, 60 acres, 100 acres. The country is shit, bunch of trailers and shit. You know, in the hood we call them. It don't even matter what we call them. But they country is shit. Out there in the country, in the sticks, in the woods, doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And this is the tip of the iceberg. I don't even know why these white folks is playing like they don't know this stuff is going on. I was listening. I gave it a few days. I really thought I was, I've been having a lot of things go on. But it's just crazy. And we gonna hit this one real fast. This is his rape survivor from before this. I know y'all probably seen it. It's just a little, we'll play some of it anyway because it's kind of crazy. I listened to it today. And it seems that every day we find out more about this horrendous crime.
I'm very interested, Ashley, in the 32 cell phones you mentioned that are registered to that address.
Listen to this.
The addresses on the cell phone accounts, all 32 of them register back to that ranch address. What does that mean, especially when you bring in?
See what I'm saying? When I say
there are a high number of
when I say they live in a country on 50 acres
that live right in that area
that's a lot of
where the ranch is.
Families.
You put the pieces of the puzzle together, everything you've talked about that was found inside the house, The
It's a lot of these
drugs,
white
the
families
pictures
out
of
there
young children in lewd positions,
that
the
live out there.
chains that were tied up on the ground. It was clearly some kind of torture house. And then you wonder why cell phones would be registered there from 32 different people, and that there's this high number of sexual predators in the area. I think we're going to find out a lot more now that they're finally investigating all of this.
Now, what I was just saying is, y'all think that's something? Y'all think that's something? That's the
Last
tip of
warning,
that's
if you do not
the
get your
tip of the iceberg of what's going on
$21,900
in these country towns in Oklahoma.
Pay close attention.
Jen Mayo got
See,
a call from the sheriff's office and
I was
heard the
born and
news
raised
that
here,
she never expected in her life that she would hear.
and meeting a lot of these
That
white girls in the city.
4 of the people who were found among those
I'm on,
bodies were actually her
and
own
meeting a lot of
flesh and
these
blood,
white girls
her
in the
family
city,
members,
and a
her
few
daughter,
in the country,
and her 3 grandchildren. Among the others, the young.
and meeting them some of these little white chicks in the country. They got some crazy stories about they people. And a little of that bullshit is prevalent in the black community too. But boy, if you go to these country towns, man, or that country town out, boy, you gonna find some shit in Oklahoma. And they were saying something about, well, maybe that's the same place. Who knows? I was hearing a couple of the little country towns that I know of. See, we're right down here. Shit, it's still sundown towns in Oklahoma. Certain towns. A lot of these motherfuckers don't be hitting these little towns, so they don't know a whole lot of these little. They be in them, but they don't be in them. You know, and and you know, what is it? And it's terrible down here. If they really hit them country towns, like, do you think they found 7 kids that this motherfucker just killed? Just imagine what they gonna find if they hit the countries in Payne County. Imagine what they gonna find in Enid, Oklahoma. Imagine. I mean, in Enid, not too long. It might have to be maybe a year ago, year and a half ago, maybe. The shit's so crazy in Enid, man. The dude got a bond on a murder down there. Never heard of such thing. Well, we heard of it for the YT people. We just don't ever see it too often. I mean, dude killed a dude that worked for him and buried him under the motherfucking shit. And these people gave him a bond, let him back out. If it wasn't for some people in the motherfucking in the town that kept seeing this dude out and about, and he wasn't supposed to be out and about, this dude they was finna sweep his murder under the rug. Literally. And we watched it all happen. And he might be in jail now. I don't know. I just remember it happening. And man, what's going on right now is just all of these things. It's the tip of the iceberg. I guess the times, man. I don't even know what to call it. I listen to a few people on the YouTube, and I take all their stuff in, and I be listening, and I be looking and waiting on shit to just, like everybody else, waiting to see if shit gonna happen, and I see a lot of shit happening. Just busting shit wide open. I don't know about all of the esoteric spiritual stuff like that and all of that stuff like that. I like listening to it because it opens me up to think. But I don't know about all of that other stuff like the rest of them. But I know what I've seen in my lifetime, and what I do know is, boy, this, I don't know how I can get it to where it ain't shining on y'all, but this here, if they was really looking for all of these stolen kids, and they would go through their own people. They would hit these country towns, and they would go through go to their own people. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna find some of these, these little chicks. They keep talking about a lot of these, these little chicks running away with these, you know, these older dudes or whatever. You're gonna find some black folks in there or some, you know. But I guarantee if they hit these country towns, what they just found here in the last few days, man, they'll probably find that everywhere out there with them. You know, if they go further out to that country, they probably find more children. Some of the children they looking for that they say is missing around here, and keep trying to tell you that all these kids is in Texas, all these kids is in all the way down. Shit, y'all know where they at. It sound like you probably find a lot of them kids there just happen to get to fall. I guess I'm not good with it. That fall victim to the predator. But them predators is in this down here in these country towns everywhere, everywhere. Listen to this.
Her daughter and her 3 grandchildren. Among the others, the youngest grandchild had 2 dear friends that she'd asked over for a slumber party, and they were headed to their stepdad's ranch. That stepdad was convicted of first-degree rape in 2003, served 2 decades in prison, during which he committed another crime involving a young girl, and was supposed to appear in court the day that the 2 young friends were found dead among those other 7. That's the man in question, Jesse Mcfaden, 39 years old, convicted sex offender. His wife, one of the dead. His 3 stepchildren, that would be his wife's 3 children, 3 of the dead. And those 2 kids who were there for the slumber party, friends of the youngest stepchild.
Are you struggling to afford rent?
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? See where we from. We know that about these people. I'll be looking at TV, man, and I'll be looking at this news of
Gas, groceries,
of
bills.
people
I'm basically getting paid up to $1,400.
going on hunting trips with these people, going into the woods with these people, and it be always. It's always crazy how things happen, and they always be in the country. I'll be watching and listening to a lot of things, and now that make me feel like that these people, what did they kill it? Like the little dude that they found with his body dismembered in the other little town, and what they do? How did his body not have no flesh on it in 3 days? What they do to this man? Did they eat him? Did they eat him? I don't know, man. Did they eat him? They found his head, his body parts, and just so happened they caught this dude here. How did he even? How was he even able to have a family with children? How was he even able to do that? And he's a sex offender, and he ain't supposed to be around no kids. How did he even get married to a woman with kids? How did the judge, as a judge, carry on with that marriage, knowing he was a sex offender and this lady had kids? See, they already know. I've been thinking hard, boy. I'll be like, man, I've been having I don't know what's been going on with me since the last I've been on here on the YT. I'm gonna change the name and everything, man. This is something real. But I think this right here is the beginning of the Oklahoma child trafficking shit. Oh, was I not supposed to say that? I don't know. But I ain't YouTube all the way locked in with their rules. I don't even know if I read them, man. I just think I'm finna. I don't care. I ain't even. I don't care if they monetize it or not. But y'all gonna hear it, man. Listen.
The police were searching for Ivy Webster and Brittany Brewer, the two teenagers who were just supposed to be on a slumber party. Family members have told us that Brittany Brewer was shot in the head. Family members
Listen
have
to
also
these
told us
crazy
that
people.
the oldest of the children
These
of that
creatures
sex
is
offender's
crazy.
wife, Riley Allen, was just
I say
17,
creatures now
and she was
because
also
about some
shot
of
to
them.
death.
Not all of them. I can't
Brittany's
even. I
mom,
don't even get down with the
Melania
whole.
Chabelle, told us that her sons informed her, and I will quote her, that the police found all the bodies scattered around in different places. So that means she was trying to run away and get away from him. He shot her one time in the head, and that is what killed her. Again, that is the mother of one of those teenagers that had just gone over for the slumber party. Melania Chabelle telling us that exclusively.
Listening to this, y'all think about these people, man, and the people, and what's real crazy is a lot of the people we grew up with, as far as the white girls or white dudes that we grew up with. At the end of the day, a lot of them still ended up not liking black. I mean, not really liking niggas, and not really liking black folks. Whatever you want to claim, turn it into. But a lot of them people, I've met so many when I was younger, of these people that say that they, especially they girls, the men, white men, they daddies and uncles and their friends. Some cold people. That's why I say this might just be the tip of the iceberg. It might just, these people don't even know, it might open up something. A can of worms, for them people in the country. Because once they get to looking around, they go find way more than what they're looking for. See, not originally, but they know that's the meth monster town. Them towns, the meth monsters. So what you think the meth monsters is out there doing in the country, in the motherfucking woods, living like wild men, like Captain Caveman out there with their sticks. You see what he did with his stick? This fool was trying to geek you. Trying to. He was gonna kill everybody and bury everybody and act like they didn't go over there for a motherfucking slumber party. How stupid could he be, man? You just got a man. Listen to this.
Tonight, court records saying that the court case, the trial that was supposed to start yesterday, that's when Jesse Mcfaden was supposed to show up and answer to soliciting sexual conduct with a minor and possession of child pornography. All of those crimes committed while in prison on a contraband cell phone in 2017. Well, it didn't happen. That trial didn't happen because he took his own life as well as the other 6 people he murdered. The question is, why was he out? He had a 20-year sentence, but he got out 3 years.
Now listen to the question that they asked. Why was he even out? I got friends I've been knowing. Boy, they can't even, man. Even when they ain't, even if they ain't guilty, but they can't even get a motherfucking early release date. But here we is, the pedophiles. The pedophiles Get early release dates. I mean, you tell me what's going on with this type of system. This type of system. And they know it. These well, I'll tell you, if these white women ever get a pick up their motherfucking phone and let their family secrets spill out into the open, a lot of these motherfuckers is going to jail on this type of shit here. Just cause and I ain't talking about the murdering, I'm talking about that child porn shit, that incest family shit, that raping their daughter shit. That's one thing I can say here in Oklahoma. If these white women here in Oklahoma from these country towns open up and spill out some of the beans of what's going on in the little country towns around here, oh shit, it don't even have to be a white woman. It could be a white dude that lived in these country towns around the city of Oklahoma. Stillwater, Enid, Slaughterville, Kellyville, any of these little country towns, pick one. They done yelled out some names already that I'm like, oh man, that ain't nothing but open country land. Any of them. And they gonna find this type of stuff here. And that's why I said, don't let these white women in these little country towns really spill the beans. This could be a can of whoop ass on these little dudes out here in the country town. They can hit any 50 acres and probably find this type of crap on them people's land. Any of them. Trace it back and it's gonna be the same shit, boy. Real talk.
Early. We called the Oklahoma Pardon and Parole Board and we got this statement. Jesse Mcfaden was released in November of 2020 because he discharged his sentence, not due to any action by the Oklahoma Pardon and Parole Board. And it still doesn't make any sense to us. He had a 20-year sentence, he got out 3 years early, all the while charged with the same kinds of crimes he was in there in the first place for. So why did it take 6 years to prosecute him for crimes that were committed while he was actually behind bars? Why couldn't they prosecute him, say, within those 3 years before he was let out? These are hard questions that are going to have to be answered.
Are you shutting the door?
I'm not supposed to be sharing this with you, so listen closely before it gets taken down. The IRS is giving Americans additional spending for only a few more.
10 o'clock, did they, at 10 o'clock, authorities...
See what I'm saying? They already knew this dude was coming out. That's why I said I now believe what I've been hearing, that it goes deep. That this shit goes way deeper than just they found this little dude. They was already... It's crazy. This might be the can opening the top to the can of worms that these folks got going on. This dude got, what they say, 35 phones. Whose numbers is in them phones? What messages and pictures and evidence against these stupid motherfuckers that he got in his phone? 30, not just one, 35 phones. The man was found with the whole setup. Chain bars where he chaining these motherfuckers up, making videos, doing my fucking crazy ass shit. You know, they gave us the petty part of it. They gave us the clean version of this motherfucker being some kind of motherfucking what's the dude name on the movie, man? Wipe the lotion on the skin, ass nigga. You know what I'm talking about. He's one of them. You put the lotion on the skin. He's one of them motherfuckers. You feel me? That he was finna get caught and he killed everybody in the house. It's just like the motherfuckers when they go broke. Oh shit, we lost the stock. They go from being rich and they lose it all. They kill everybody in the house. Tripping. Now, what else you think they found? Because I seen some videos of what the family found. I was like, damn, the police. This is how we've been telling y'all, being part of the black culture. The police does nothing. Nothing. They left all the evidence in the house. All of the evidence was in the house from what I was one of these videos they showed that the people released, the people was in their video and all of the crap in the house, man. The shit's still there. They ain't went and did nothing. There's some crazy shit going on in Oklahoma. Oklahoma police suspect victim's body staged after killing. Following this, remember he staged the bodies. What? And put the lotion on the skin type of motherfucker is that? Listen to these people, man. These people is fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Out of line. And they know it. They play stupid. That's what I'm saying. And the other white people around, it's just acting like they stupid to the shit. Like they don't know that these motherfuckers is out there in this country town doing that. Why they be trying to put the blame on everybody else about criminal activity. This is how you know that it's all BS. Not BS like it didn't happen. It's BS like them acting like they don't know. They just released this fucking pedophile. They caught this pedophile in the motherfucking prison with a phone with more pedophile shit. Then released him.
Eventually call you to give you this news officially?
Y'all better wake up.
Yes, at 10 o'clock, and that's when they told me that my family was being transported to the Tulsa Medical Examiner's office.
Was there any other detail that they were able to give you during that phone call?
The only thing that they told me at that time was that they had been shot and nothing more.
Did they say that all of them had been shot? Because originally we had heard that just Riley had been shot, but did they say that all of the family members had been shot?
That's what I was told, that they had all been shot and that he took his own life.
Was there any indication at any time, Jan, that this man was so...
No, my husband and I didn't find out until middle to late March when my husband was looking at a coworker that he worked with to find out
how I got health insurance for $0 a day
Go to
and
another.
$540
Listen
back
to
in my
it. Listen
pocket,
to him.
and I'm using it to cover all my groceries and gas.
I want to let y'all see, but I don't know if they're going
Everybody ready?
they're gonna block. This is the
Good afternoon.
Oklahoma police
My name is Joe Prentice.
discovering the body.
JoePrentice. I am police chief for the city of Okmulgee, and I also command the District 25 Violent Crime Task Force.
All of these people
With me
is guilty.
Carol Leesky, our district attorney, who sponsors the Violent Crime Task Force, and Sheriff Eddie Rice, who was one of the reporting agencies when this investigation started. I've got a brief statement that I'll read, and then I'll open it for questions and answer the questions that I can. As you know, Ivy Webster was reported missing to the Okmulgee County Sheriff's Office, and Brittany Brewer was reported missing to the Henrietta Police Department on Monday morning. I received a request shortly after to activate the Violent Crime Task Force. The task force began the investigation and as part of that obtained a search warrant for the property on Holly Road. Because of the extremely large size of the property, we requested assistance from the OSBI. During the search, the bodies of 7 individuals.
You got to ask yourself, how does a motherfucker that been in the penitentiary for child porn and all whatever kind of other shit he was doing, whatever the fuck it was he did, how did he get out and buy and get 50, 60 acres to hire motherfuckers on? I just say 50. It could be 10, 15, 5, just whatever. How did he, how did this nigga get a diesel trailer to set some shit up like that? You know?
Individuals were recovered. All were sent to the medical examiner for autopsies, and those examinations have been completed. Scientific identification has been obtained on all 7 of the individuals, and I have information regarding their injuries. That being said, it is important to remember that all of this information is extremely preliminary, and no official reports from the medical examiner's office have been issued. The injuries include Ivy Webster suffered 1 gunshot wound to the head. Brittany Brewer suffered 1 gunshot wound to the head. Riley Allen suffered 1 gunshot wound to the head. Tiffany Guess suffered 2 gunshot wounds to the head. Michael Mayo suffered 2 gunshot wounds to the head. Holly Mcfaden suffered 3 gunshot wounds to the head. And Jesse Mcfaden appears to have shot himself in the head. I'm assisting the Violent Crime Task Force.
That ain't
the
it.
government is
That
offering
ain't
a
it. That ain't it.
once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for
Imagine.
financial relief. You could be eligible.
I'm angry.
Imagine all that happening. And then the family gets to go to the property to see what's going on. The police done already been through the property and they supposed to have collected all the evidence for this shit. See, they trying to figure out a way to let this motherfucker, even though he's dead, to make it where he slide on this bullshit. Because if all they got to do is mess up the evidence, it ain't nobody to convict. So what are they doing? They leaving evidence everywhere that could be tampered with and fucked with to try to act like it. There's nothing since he's dead, killed himself. I mean, since he, whatever, declined himself, whatever, however y'all speak on here. Since he offed himself.
This should have never happened.
A father's search for answers leading him into a house of horrors. Nobody prepared for what was inside or the potential evidence missed by investigators.
That's them. That's them. That's it. Yep. Okay. Hold on.
Call the sheriff.
Yep.
Don't touch him. Don't move him.
Along with Adria Goins, I'm Kevin Oberlin. Tonight we are following blockbuster developments in that ghastly murder-suicide that shocked the state and nation, leaving 7 people dead, including 5 children.
Brittany Brewer, Ivy Webster, Tiffany Guess, Michael Mayo, and Riley Allen, all between the ages of 13 and 17, along with Holly Guess, each shot to death.
Investigators have confirmed convicted sex offender Jesse Mcfaden killed those 6 victims, then himself. Earlier this week, law enforcement released the home where the murders occurred, giving it back to the property owner, and as of Tuesday afternoon, there was no longer an active investigation at this location.
In an effort to figure out what led up to this horrific murder-suicide, the families of the victims have launched their own search for answers.
The parents of teenager Ivy Webster wanted to go through the crime scene, hoping they could find something that would explain what happened. Once the crime tape was removed from the home and the scene released by law enforcement, the family went inside. But tonight, we are following blockbuster development.
Police say Ivy died from a gunshot wound to the head. Her family has 0 answers, couldn't say goodbye, and has no closure. So now they're looking for it.
I feel that my daughter, even right now, is standing behind me.
Away in a laundry room cabinet, along with 2 other.
I don't care about all of that. But what I was saying was, even with that, they know already. Should they be at somebody else's house out there in that country town? Should they? That would be my first question. Who else knew about Mr. Mcfaden? Where's his friends at in the town? He got friends in the town. I'm going to his friends' home. Everybody's home. Everybody. If they was really trying to stop something that was going on with this, that was basically child trafficking. I don't know if it's got something to do with the whole shebang of child trafficking, but that was child trafficking. The nigga did child porn. He's a fucking pedophile. He should be killed. He should be done with. But of course, like I said, they gonna make light. This is a new one. I've been looking at these stories for days. 32 phones linked to Henrietta murder scene, a suicide crime scene, as official probe Jesse Mcfaden's past. Let me try to. They're trying to hide it. I guess they just pictures of the kids and stuff again. Who knows? McFadden, who was on the state, he on the sex offenders registry. You feel me? The pedo was on the and how was he able to even live in a house with children? I thought they wasn't even supposed to be with no woman with no kids. Well, not be with no woman with no kids, but be with no woman where she had children in the house. How does that even work out for a pedo? How do they even still get to do that? Property is huge. I'm looking at the video showing the property, and I'm like, shit, they need to go up under the pond that doorway. It was like people telling him that he was a danger to the community. What should be done? What should be done? See, I'm gonna tell you why white folks have so many. They have sympathy for these pedos. You know, the sympathy that they have for these pedos. Man. And it's crazy how they have sympathy for these people. Like Go into these country towns and they're gonna find a lot of that stuff everywhere in each one of these country towns. And 97% of the time, it ain't gonna be no black faces around that shit. You understand what I'm saying? 97, 98% of the time, you ain't finna find no nigga with out there with no bitches chained up nowhere, no fucking kids chained up nowhere, in no box, bro. It's just not gonna happen. I don't even understand. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's not gonna happen, but there's always a weirdo in every community of people. But it's a lot of these weirdos. Take my word for it. I know a lot of girls. They had these stories of their people doing this shit. That's why I said if some of these white women just opened their mouth, it would fucking crush Oklahoma. These white men's daughters and nieces and open their mouth and say what's going on, what doesn't happen to them around here in Oklahoma, it would crush Oklahoma. Literally, all of these motherfuckers would be in jail. Their daddies and uncles and shit would be in jail. How they stuffed the jail with black folks, it would shove that motherfucker with white folks. Go ask these white girls. Go get them to see if you can get them to tell you. A few of them done told me in real life for all of this shit. I didn't believe. I mean, I believed it, but it was just like I couldn't believe how they did shit. I think one of my homegirls, I don't know, man. It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. Y'all better beware of these people, man. Sending y'all kids to these people's house, letting y'all children. It is not the time to let y'all children be fucking slumber partying at other people's house. People are being cruel and unusual. The world is getting, I mean, it ain't really just, like it's not been doing, because most people, we know this shit is going on. We just know that it's these people, so they ain't investigating their self. But watch out that this shit fall out that Mcfaden is tied to somebody else, and they tied to some. Watch how that shit is go. Watch how this shit is finna be crazy. Who you think is in them 32 phones of his? See, they ain't gonna let us see that. How many names is in the 32 phones? Who you think is in his emails with the child porn? Who do you think is in his text messages that knew about his little treasure truck of bullshit on his 50 acres or 20 acres or on his acres? I don't even know exactly how many acres he had, but how many of them people y'all think knew he was doing that out there in that town and just play stupid? That's what I'm saying. Them white folks out there knew he was doing that shit. They played stupid until somebody close to them got hurt. They knew he was hiding in their town. They knew he was tucked in their town. Like they said, he'd be at school events. He'd be everywhere. They knew it. Watch what I tell you. I don't know how to keep up with the investigations and shit because I'm just a regular old dude and I ain't really too. I just really been trying to figure out how to get this thing to work right. And I don't have nobody else to look this stuff up. And I be trying to find it, but I guarantee you somebody else in them towns, in them next vicinity of towns, if they keep looking, Keep looking, hit some more of them properties out there and see what y'all find, man. Y'all gonna find out that the mayors, it's gonna fall out, man. It's gonna fall out. It's gonna fall out in them little towns when they secrets get uncovered, man. Everybody out there gonna need to be arrested. You feel me? It's gonna be so much stuff that them people, they gonna start killing themselves out here in Oklahoma in the country. Watch what I tell you. Cause it's finna get hot on their ass. It's right here. It's like might be a can of whoop ass they just opened up on themselves. It's finna get bad on these pedos here. That's why I say it's already been one white woman I seen do an interview about her past, him raping her when she was little, in the past. But he went to the pen for, I guess. Man, if these white women start speaking up about all the men that done, I would guess, assaulted them while they was younger, before they was 18, all their daddies and their cousins and all of that shit gonna have to, their brothers' friends, all that shit. Them people they gonna go to jail. A lot of, and that's what white people are scared of. See, so they make big deals out of when they find this type of stuff. Like, oh, we didn't know this was going on. Oh, y'all knew that was going on. Y'all already knew that was going on. I'm from Oklahoma, and this is the odd thing, man, about it. Y'all already knew it was happening. Y'all let this man kill these kids. I don't care much about his wife because his wife knew. And that's just how I feel about it. White tea. We don't care about how you feel about it. I don't care about his wife because his wife knew he was a piece of shit creature. And she allowed these motherfuckers to have more kids come to her motherfucking house. While this fucking weirdo was making porn, she was part of it. Guarantee when they look into that motherfucking phone, that bitch gonna be part of the fucking shit. And I don't want to hear nothing about these bitches being scared of nothing. He ain't force her to do nothing. She was willing participant in this bullshit. Watch what I tell you. Tired of bitches acting like they scared of men when they participating in bullshit. Watch what I tell you. Dead man can't tell no tales. Him and the woman is dead, but them cell phones, them 30-something cell phones. Go grab everybody in that motherfucking phones on their list and see what happened. Everybody that got text message from this creature, go arrest them all and watch what happened. James Walker, White Tea Talk. That's the answer for it. It's the answer for the pedos. Y'all, and don't give them no breaks. If their name is in the phone, they got emails and they watching the child porn, you know, like it's already been exposed that if they watching the child porn, they're thinking about doing something with child porn, with a child. So whoever's number is in the phone who relays text messages and them 32 phones that receive those videos, that receive any kind of yeah from him, and they went back and forth, and video or pictures or anything was back and forth, arrest them all. Watch how many people in that town go down. Watch how many people in that town finna kill themselves just because they think these people done got close to them. Watch. people that's leaving the town right now, that, oh shit, he done killed himself. It's watch. Y'all need to catch them pedos before they leave the town. But I know you put it on the news. You're putting out the motherfucking, letting people know that they can need to get the fuck out of Dodge before you catch the group of pedophiles in Oklahoma. I know I done figured out what you motherfuckers be doing. Instead of going in, investigating, doing your shit, and getting these motherfucking creatures off the street away from these people kids. You motherfuckers play stupid. Put this shit on TV and get them other pedophiles a reason to run. A heads up. Run. I don't like that. Now I sit here and think about it. And I ain't nobody. I might be I'm somebody, but I ain't like no newscaster or no business person. I'm just a regular old gent out here, and I'm like, I don't think I like that. I done settled into myself. I got kids, and I've been going through things in life, and I just don't think that I like the fact that y'all give these motherfuckers a head up when they done killed these kids like that, or when they done kidnapped somebody's kid, or when they done. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that at all. I think something's wrong with the way this whole system for these pedophiles work. And it's not just the pedophiles, it's just the white system. Plausible deniability of playing stupid about what they already knew was happening in the town. You know what? Gave me an idea. I think I'm going to be a new media from Oklahoma. I mean, everybody, I don't know much about all that shit, but I do know about being around here. Great idea. But yeah. Did you know? Y'all don't think they knew that this pedophile was out there on 20 acres with kids? Be for real. Be for real. See y'all next time. Yeah. Be for real. The white folks playing stupid. They knew they was out there. Y'all keep y'all heads up, eyes open, nigga.